I got a 13-year-old stepdaughter, which is a lovely thing. I'd never had kids, so I don't know how to behave, and things still shock me. Like, I came home an hour early, and she's on the couch watching TV, and I walk in, and she shuts it off immediately. And I'm there like, what were you watching? And she went, Aquaman. And I went, oh. And then I took 2 steps, and I realized when I was 13 and I was watching Wonder Woman, and my mom walked in the room, I shut it off too. I was not prepared for that moment. Lots of animals. I'm a proud papa to a deer. I didn't want to be a proud papa to a deer, but I'll tell you how it happened. This past summer, last year, I went to a Mets game at Citi Field because I like pain. And it's not good being a Mets fan. And I bought a pretzel at the game, and if you've ever bought a pretzel at the stadium, you know they're really fucking expensive. It was $9 for a pretzel, and I only ate half the pretzel, but at $9, I am taking the rest of the pretzel home with me. I will fucking frame that thing before I will throw it away. $9 for a pretzel. So it's sitting on the front seat of my car, and I pull into my driveway and my parking spot, and there's a deer right over there, and it's foraging. It's a little baby deer. And my heart started melting. And I'm there like, oh. So I take the pretzel, I'm there like, I'm gonna feed the deer, and I go to feed him, and he just shies away and runs away a little bit, and I'm there like, okay. I toss it on the ground where he was, I walk away, I get a good 20 feet, I look over my shoulder, deer's eating the pretzel, and I feel like I did my good deed for the day. And all was well in the land. Until the next day when I drove up, and who is sitting in my fucking parking spot? Looking at me like, dude, what's for dinner? And I tried everything. I honked, I beeped, I flashed. He was not fucking moving. I was being rolled for my lunch money like it was high school again. I had to park in another spot. So the day 3, I roll in, he's still there, but now I'm prepared. I had bought a loaf of bread. It's sitting on the passenger seat. I toss some bread out the window. He runs. I pull into my spot, and we are doing this for about 4 or 5 days. Yeah, it's embarrassing. My wife got in the car like, why does you got to have a loaf of bread here? I'm there like, don't judge me, woman. You wanted me to move out here for the school systems? That's why there's a half a loaf of fucking bread here. And all was well and good till one day I came in, and he was there with his mama. And never mess with any animal that has a mother, because they will fuck your shit up. So I get out of my car, and I'm backing away slowly, and I'm there like, I don't want no problems here. And Mama Deer is steady walking at me like, who told you you could feed my kid? And now I am walking backwards, and I am picking up speed, and she is picking up speed, and I turn, and I fucking flat out run. And she is running after me. I'm being chased in the cul-de-sac by a deer. And you know there are native New Jersey people looking out their windows like, yep, another New Yorker who moved here for the school systems. There he is. There he goes. I've had a spider that has steady been trying to kill me for 4 years. I'll tell you how that happened too. I move in first day. Next day, I walk out of the house, boom, face full of spider web. Yeah, and that is why I cannot be a porn star. That is not a good feeling. If you're laughing, you watch, don't judge. So day 2, I open the door, I don't want the face full of spider web, so I knock down the web before I leave, and I see him in the corner, and he looks pissed. And now it is fucking on. So day 3, I go out, I go for the spider, not there, I'm there like smart spider, I take a right turn, boom, face full of spider web. And for the past 4 years, he has been moving that web every day to a different location where he knows I will eventually be in order to catch me. And it's me he wants, because I live with my wife and my daughter, and they're shorter than me, and it's always at my fucking height. And I have no idea what he's thinking. Like, he's looking at me like, oh, if I catch this one, we never have to hunt again. Like, apparently I'm his Moby Dick. He's just in this little corner like, call me Ishmael.